most people get into a relationship for transactional purposes. Now, I'm sure this happens mainly on a subconscious level, but most people get into a relationship because they feel like they're lacking something within themselves. They feel like, I don't have this within me, so I'm going to look for it externally in a partner, someone that has something that I'm lacking so that they can make me whole. So let's say you and me get together, right? Let's say I believe I'm lacking X, Y, and Z, and you have X, Y, and Z. And you believe you're lacking A, B, and C, and I have A, B, and C. So subconsciously, we're drawn to each other. We both think we'll fill each other's cups, right? Nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. The only problem is it's not sustainable. Here's why. Because when you get into a relationship with someone, doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter if it's like a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever type of relationship. But when you get into a relationship with someone and your cup isn't full on your own, the problem is you will constantly be looking to that other person to make you feel good, because you don't know how to feel good on your own. You don't know how to fill your cup on your own. So this might work for a while, right? But eventually it's not going to be able to last. It's not sustainable. Here's why. Let's say I don't know how to fill my own cup, right? Because I'm not doing the inner work myself. So I go to work, and at work I experience a circumstance that's actually neutral, but I choose to let it bother me, and I choose to suffer from it. And even though it was just one single moment that happened, I choose to ruminate on it all day. So I choose to believe that this needs to ruin my day, right? Even though the circumstance is neutral. Now, let's say you go to work and the same thing happens to you. You experience a neutral circumstance that you've defined to be negative, and even though it only happened in one moment, you chose to ruminate on it all day, and you chose to let this ruin your day because you believe you have to. Now, we both come home from work, and I'm not feeling good within myself, and I'm looking to you to fill my cup. And you come home from work, and you're not feeling good about yourself, and now you're looking to me to fill your cup. And neither of us are capable of filling each other's cups because we can't even fill our own. So this is what causes a rift between us. This is where compulsive fights can start happening, or a disagreement might start to happen, an argument might start to happen, because I do all this and this for you, and you can't even do this and this for me, right? It's all because I'm seeking something external to fill my cup, and so are you. So what happens is, when most people get into relationships like this, for these reasons, is they're vibrating out of fear, right? They're in a low fear frequency. And since none of this matters, none of this is real, it's all just an illusion, the only thing that matters is frequency. And all this is just a school to teach you how to master your state of being, how to raise your frequency to your highest frequency of authenticity, and to sustain it there indefinitely. So let's just say, because I expect X, Y, and Z from you, and you expect A, B, and C from me, now we're putting expectations onto each other. Basically what we're saying there is, I'm saying you have to be like this. You have to be like this because this is the way that I prefer. I'm not willing to accept you for exactly the way you are. I need you to be a certain way, and you need me to be a certain way, a way that you prefer. And when we do this, we're actually doing the largest disservice we could possibly do to our partner, because we're not allowing them to be authentic. So let's say I have the fear of inadequacy within me. Obviously, if I'm looking for X, Y, and Z from you, I have the fear of inadequacy within me. Let's just say I also have the fear of what others choose to think and feel, the fear of lacking and losing, and the fear of being alone. So now I'm going to conform, and I'm not going to be my authentic self, and I'm going to be the way that you expect me to be, because I have the fear of what you choose to think and feel, because I have the fear of lacking or losing you. I don't want to break up with you, right? Because I don't feel whole on my own. I need you, right? Or I have the fear of being alone. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to be alone. So when we have this fear resonating within us, when our cup isn't full on our own, what happens is we're constantly vibrating in a fear frequency. Well, you only get back what you put out. So if I have this fear going on within me, and I'm putting expectation onto you to be a certain way, the way I prefer you to be, to love me the way I believe I need someone to love me, right? Because I don't love myself. When I do this, I'm not allowing you to be authentic. I'm not allowing you to be your authentic self, and you are believing that you can't be your authentic self because of your own fear going on within you. Because you have the fear of inadequacy, you have the fear of lacking and losing, you have the fear of being alone, and you have the fear of what I choose to think and feel. So I'm resonating in fear, and I'm projecting that onto you. But because you have the same fears, because you're not doing the work within yourself, you're not dissolving those belief systems and raising your frequency, you have matching my vibration, and now you're putting the fear back onto me. And so this is when a huge fear frequency snowball can just occur, and a huge compulsive fight can just happen out of nowhere, where you're like, what just happened there? How did this even happen? Where did this fight come from? What are we even fighting about? Nonsense. It means nothing, right? This is why, because everything is frequency. So when you're not choosing to overcome the fear, when you're not learning the lesson that you're supposed to learn, which is to master your state of being, to not allow any circumstance to dictate how you choose to be, to fill your cup on your own. When you're not willing to do that, you manifest more circumstances to give you catalysts or to give you opportunities to learn just that. The definition of love frequency, means unconditional support with no expectation and no discrimination. That's what it means. The frequency of love, that's what it means. You want to become love. You want to raise your frequency from the low fear vibration and become love. And even beyond that, maintain your highest frequency of authenticity. But if you truly love someone, you will want them to do whatever they want. You won't limit them in any way, shape, or form. If you truly love someone, you will support them unconditionally without any expectation or any discrimination. It won't make a difference to you what they do. It doesn't matter. It won't even make a difference to you if they want to break up with you, if they want to leave you. It doesn't matter. 100% unconditional support with no expectation and no discrimination. That's what it means. That's what love frequency means. So if you truly love someone, you will act as such. You will be that way for them. And if they truly love you, they will be that way for you. No one's capable of doing this until they fill their own cup. Now, let's say my cup is full and your cup is full, and we get into a relationship together. So no more me looking for X, Y, and Z within you because I don't believe I have it, and no more you looking for ABC within me because you don't believe you have it within yourself. Let's say your cup's full on your own, my cup's full on my own. Now we get into a relationship. So now we're in a relationship, and we're just in the relationship to give. I'm only here to give to you because I don't need anything from you. I don't expect anything from you. It makes no difference to me if you're here or not. It makes no difference to me if you are giving anything to me because I don't need anything from you, right? I'm in the relationship to give to you, not to receive. But you're the same way because your cup's full on your own. You're in the relationship to give to me, not to receive. It makes no difference to you if you receive. It doesn't matter, right? You don't expect anything. Zero expectations. When you do this, then both people in their relationship are constantly giving because they authentically want to, not because they have the fear of what the other chooses to think and feel, not because they have the fear of lacking or losing their partner, or the fear of being alone, or the fear of inadequacy. And let's say one day you don't want to give me anything. I don't care, that's fine. You don't have to give me anything because I don't expect anything from you, and I don't discriminate you for not giving me anything. Whatever you want to do though, it doesn't matter. I won't discriminate you for it. Whatever you want, I support you 100% unconditionally with no expectation and no discrimination. If you are able to fill your cup on your own, raise your frequency enough to where you no longer feel the illusion of separation from Source, you feel the illusion of unity with Source. You start realizing that you are Source, choosing to have a human experience. You no longer seek anything external from anyone or any circumstance or anything ever. It makes no difference to you. You don't need any type of external stimuli, whether it's a chemical, whether it's food, whether it's drugs, whether it's a partner, whether it's money, it doesn't matter. You won't seek any of that because you are fulfilled within yourself. Now imagine two people who are completely fulfilled within themselves get into a relationship together. Imagine that. Imagine how beautiful that relationship would be, how powerful that relationship would be, how strong and amazing that relationship would be. It's the most beautiful thing you can experience with another person, right? I can't even put into words what it's like. It's something far beyond anything I ever thought was possible. And it all started to happen once I filled my cup on my own. And you can too. You can experience this too. When you raise your frequency, when you fill your cup, when you raise your frequency on your own, when you transcend the fear, okay? When you transcend the fear, you become this strong magnet of a high vibration, and all you do is attract more circumstances and more people of similar vibration into your field. You become this strong magnet, you just attract them all to you. When you're no longer seeking anything external, it's delivered to you. It falls right into your lap. It's when you're seeking it because you have the belief that you're not whole on your own. You have the belief that you're lacking, you're resonating, you're allowing the fear frequency to resonate within you in the form of lacking and losing. When you are doing this and you're seeking something, you ever notice how you don't get it? You don't get it because the universe is telling you, oh, this is what you're choosing to vibrate at. You're actually vibrating in fear. You're actually vibrating in the fear of lacking and losing, that you feel like you're lacking. So we're going to give you more lacking. That's all that's happening here. But when you no longer allow fear to resonate within you, when you raise your frequency to where your cup is full on your own, when you no longer are seeking anything external because you understand that all this is an illusion, none of it matters anyways. The only thing that matters is your frequency. The only thing that matters is your state of being. When you raise your frequency, then everything that's now in alignment with your higher vibration just falls into your lap. You just attract it like a strong magnet. You don't have to do anything. It just comes right to you. Dissolve your belief systems. Raise your frequency. Transcend your fear. Master your state of being. Your circumstances don't matter. Only your state of being matters. Only your frequency.